Welcome to your deep dive. Going through my taxes this year, I stumbled on something kind of interesting. Sovereign tribal tax credits. It sounded pretty intriguing, maybe even a little too good to be true. So to help us really dive deep into this, we've got an expert here, and we're going to be taking a close look at the NTA LLP Tribal Tax Credit Fact Sheet.
Happy to be here. Let's break down this unique corner of the tax world.
Okay, so first things first. For anyone hearing sovereign tribal tax credits and thinking, wait, what? Myself included, what exactly are we talking about?
Well, at their core, these tribal tax credits act as a direct reduction of your federal income tax liability. And we're talking dollar for dollar.
Dollar for dollar, you say. Now, that definitely perks up my ears. But I got to ask, what makes these tribal tax credits different from the usual deductions and credits we always hear about?
You see, that's where things get really interesting. Most tax credits operate under the authority of Congress and are outlined within the Internal Revenue Code. These tribal tax credits, they function a bit differently outside of that typical IRS framework.
Hold on. Outside the IRS, that sounds almost mythical.
I know.
How does that even work? What gives these credits legitimacy?
You've hit a very important point. It's not some kind of a loophole or anything. These tax credits are firmly established in legislation, the Indian Self-Determination and Education Assistance Act, or ISDAA. Passed back in '75, this act was designed to empower tribal self-governance and boost economic development.
So these tax credits are like one of the tools to make that happen.
Exactly.
Okay. Now, this is already blowing my mind. So walk me through this. How do these tribal tax credits actually work in practice?
Think of it as like a chain of ownership. It starts with a tribal nation. They then transfer these credits to a tribal investment company. Finally, those companies can assign the credits to a taxpayer, like you or me.
So it's like this valuable asset that's changing hands, and then ultimately can land with me, the taxpayer. And let me see, the fact sheet mentioned something about using this credit for a full 5 years.
Yeah, you've got it. It's a 5-year carry forward, which offers a lot of flexibility, right? But there's something else about these credits that makes them really stand out. They aren't restricted by the limitations you often find with traditional tax credits.
So no limitations based on, say, my income level or specific expenses.
Exactly. A lot of the usual tax credits tend to decrease as your income rises, meaning they're not as beneficial for higher earners. But tribal tax credits, they don't work like that, which makes them really attractive to a wider range of taxpayers.
This is incredible. It's like finding this secret passageway in this whole intricate maze of the tax code. So if we had to sum it all up, what are the key takeaways for listeners? What does this all mean for the average person trying to navigate their taxes?
I think the biggest takeaway here is simple. Knowledge is power. And the fact that this information is coming straight from a specialized tax firm, well, that says a lot. These credits, they really offer a unique advantage. And it's all about being informed, exploring every option you've got.
This deep dive has been a real eye-opener. Gonna have to do some more research on this ISDAA thing, see what else I can uncover.
Definitely worth a deeper look, understanding that historical and legal context can really change your perspective on things.
Couldn't agree more. And there you have it, folks, your deep dive into sovereign tribal tax credits. We went from, what is this, to tell me more. But it really makes you wonder, why aren't these credits more well known? Why isn't everyone using them? Something to think about. Until next time.
A world that's spinning madly, where truth can seem so gray. Tune in for the latest gladly. We've got a lot to say. No fluff, no smoke, no whispers, just facts to keep you clear. Each story's like a twister, so lend us your fine ear. Come get the strength, news no filter, where clarity is our thrill. Tune in and let your doubts wither at the Daily Chronicle. We keep it real.